What if a brilliant scientist created something that was a complete failure? A glue that was too weak, that wouldn't stick strongly to anything. For years, no one saw a use for it. It sat on a shelf, a forgotten mistake, a testament to a failed experiment. Until a second mistake, a misplaced bookmark, proved that a failure could be the secret ingredient to a billion-dollar idea. This is the story of the Post-it note. Welcome. Today, we're diving into one of the most unexpected success stories in product history. This isn't just about a simple sticky note. It's about how the biggest mistakes can hide the greatest breakthroughs. It's a story about persistence, creativity, and the power of looking at a failure from a completely new angle. To understand the Post-it note, you first need to understand the company behind it. 3M. For decades, 3M has been a powerhouse of innovation, known for everything from Scotch tape to sandpaper. They cultivated a unique corporate culture that encouraged their scientists to spend a portion of their time, often 15%, working on their own projects, even if those projects seemed unusual or unlikely to succeed. This environment of freedom and experimentation was crucial because it allowed for mistakes to happen and for those mistakes to be explored rather than simply discarded. This was a company that understood that innovation often comes from unexpected places. In 1968, a scientist at 3M named Dr. Spencer Silver was working on an ambitious project. His goal was to develop a new super-strong adhesive, something incredibly powerful that would bond materials together permanently. This was a challenging task, and he spent countless hours in his lab, experimenting with different chemical compounds. He was driven by the company's continuous push for groundbreaking products. After much experimentation, Spencer Silver finally created a new adhesive, but it was a complete and utter failure, at least by his original goal. Instead of a super-strong permanent glue, he had accidentally created something entirely different, a low-tack, pressure-sensitive adhesive. This glue was incredibly weak. It only stuck lightly to surfaces, and it could be easily peeled off without leaving any residue. It also had a unique quality. It could be reused multiple times. To a scientist trying to make a powerful permanent bond, this was a massive disappointment. It simply didn't do what it was supposed to do. It was a mistake in his original research. Silver spent the next few years trying to find a practical application for his failed glue. He tried to sell it internally at 3M, presenting it at seminars, describing its unique properties. He explained how it was repositionable and removable, but no one seemed to grasp its potential. His colleagues and supervisors just saw it as a weak, useless adhesive. Why would anyone want glue that didn't stick well? It was a solution in search of a problem, a scientific mistake with no obvious value. For years, Spencer Silver's invention remained a fascinating but ultimately forgotten anomaly within 3M's vast portfolio of successful products. Fast forward to 1974. Another 3M scientist, Arthur Fry, was trying to solve a very different and much simpler problem. Fry was a member of his church choir, and he loved to sing. But during services, the little paper bookmarks he used to mark the hymns in his hymnal kept falling out. This was a constant source of annoyance and frustration for him. He needed a bookmark that would stick, but without tearing the delicate pages of his book. He remembered attending one of Spencer Silver's seminars years earlier, where Silver had talked about his failed glue. A light bulb went off in Fry's head. What if he could use Silver's weak, repositionable adhesive to create a bookmark that would stick lightly, hold its place, and then peel off cleanly when he was done? It was a moment of serendipity, where one person's Fry realized that Silver's failure was actually the perfect answer to his own little problem. He applied a thin strip of Silver's adhesive to the back of small pieces of paper, and just like that, the first prototype of what would become the Post-it note was born. It was a bookmark that truly worked. It stuck when he needed it to, and peeled off without damaging his hymnal. Fry immediately saw the broader potential. If it worked for his hymnal, it could work for office workers everywhere. He realized that this seemingly useless glue was in fact incredibly useful for temporary notes, reminders, and messages. It was a product born out of a perceived failure. Even with Fry's brilliant application, the Post-it note wasn't an immediate hit within 3M. There was still skepticism. Some argued that nobody would pay for notes that were designed to be thrown away. Others worried that the product was too simple, too low-tech for a company known for advanced scientific breakthroughs. It took years of persistence from both Silver and Fry to convince the company to move forward. They conducted saturation sampling, distributing the notes to secretaries and executives at 3M and other companies. The response was overwhelmingly positive. People loved them. They found countless uses for the notes that even Fry hadn't imagined. Finally, in 1980, the Post-it note was officially launched in stores across the United States. It was an instant success. Its simple genius immediately clicked with consumers. Suddenly, everyone needed them. The bright yellow square quickly became ubiquitous in offices, homes, and schools around the world. The Post-it note became one of 3M's most successful products, generating billions of dollars in sales globally. It completely changed how people organized their thoughts, communicated quickly, and managed their daily tasks. It was a product born entirely out of a scientific failure. The story of the Post-it note is a powerful reminder that failure isn't always the end. Sometimes it's just a different beginning. Spencer Silver's failed glue was a mistake only because he was looking for a specific kind of success. It took Arthur Fry's fresh perspective to see the hidden potential in that failure, to see a solution where others saw only a problem. This story teaches us several crucial lessons. 1. Embrace serendipity. Happy accidents can lead to groundbreaking innovations. Be open to unexpected results and explore them, even if they deviate from your original goal. 2. The power of different perspectives. What one person sees as a failure, another might see as a brilliant solution. Collaboration and diverse thinking are key to unlocking hidden potential. 3. Persistence pays off. Both Silver and Fry refused to give up on the failed glue despite initial skepticism. Their belief in its potential ultimately led to its success. 4. Mistakes are not the end. The greatest innovations often arise from what initially appears to be a mistake or a deviation from the plan. It's about how you respond to and learn from those perceived failures. The Post-it note wasn't just a product. It was a testament to the idea that true innovation often lies in the overlooked, the discarded, and the seemingly useless. It's a colorful symbol of how a mistake, when understood and reimagined, can stick around to change the world. What do you think? Have you ever had a failed project turn into something unexpectedly successful? Do you think companies today are open enough to exploring these kinds of mistakes? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to explore more stories about the mistakes that shaped our world and changed how we live, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.